You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
And today on this Friday review, I'm going to dedicate the whole show today to something called orthomolecular medicine. Now, orthomolecular medicine is a type of functional medicine that deals specifically with using nutraceuticals, which are really just vitamins, nutritional supplements, to help all sorts of different type of diseases. Diseases that are typically treated with drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, showing that certain nutraceuticals, again, nutraceuticals are the same thing as vitamins, they're just different types, meaning that instead of us saying vitamins and minerals and amino acids, we just call them nutraceuticals. That kind of sums everything up. And it's essentially, it is either specifically lab-made B vitamins or vitamin C or whatever it might be, or it can come from food-based as well. So what we're looking at is how can we treat disease with natural-based remedies. That's what orthomolecular medicine looks at. And then we look at it from, and now at what dosage? Because a lot of people say, oh, well, I tried vitamin C for a cold, but it didn't work. Well, here's the thing. Taking 50 milligrams of vitamin C is very different from taking 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And so what you have to do is you have to look at the research, look at the dosage that has been shown to work best, and then orthomolecular, meaning actually use the specific vitamin or mineral, whatever it might be, to the dosage that your body needs. Now, some people might need 50 milligrams of B vitamins. Some people might need 150 milligrams of B vitamins. It depends on that specific person, how low they are, how low their reserves are, and what their body really needs to repair. Because when I look at a person, when they come into my wellness practice, and I assess them, I'm looking at them as a person, I'm looking at their story, and then I'm typically sending out for lab tests. And I'm looking at, okay, now the average person might just need an overall good multivitamin with 5 or 10 milligrams of, let's say, B vitamins again. But this person's really depleted. They have a lot of fatigue. They have a lot of adrenal-based issues. They have a lot of stress. They have a lot of high cortisol. And we know the body burns through B vitamins at a much faster level when it's under stress. And if your gut isn't functioning well, so if we run a organic acids test or some type of gut-based test, and we see that their gut's not functioning well, they're not going to be able to manufacture and also produce those B vitamins in their gut. So again, they might need an actual nutraceutical or supplement-based B vitamin. So there's a great book on this. And so my first part of my review today is not just me talking the whole time, is actually a book called Doctor Yourself. I got to read this book. I can't even tell you how long ago. It must have been a decade ago, 10 years ago. Still really enjoyed the book. Go back to it. Just, again, I like to review books. Every couple months, I like to go back and say, oh, yeah, that jogged my memory of what's going on. This one's by Andrew Saul. So Andrew Saul is one of the top orthomolecular medicine PhDs. So he does a lot of writing on the topic itself. And he also used to, I believe, work directly with wellness clients or patients himself. So I believe this book was written in 2003. It's every bit as valid today as it was back then. It goes through, I would say, at least 150 different nutritional supplements. It goes through vitamin C and vitamin E and B vitamins and coenzyme Q10 and magnesium and calcium and all these great things that your body needs, why it needs it and when it needs it. All of those things are very, very important because you just have to make sure, like people can say, well, I've used vitamins before in the past and they just didn't work. Well, here's the thing. You need to use the vitamins that your body needs, not the vitamins that a friend's body might needs. And the way to do that is specifically to test. Yes, that is the best way. But also, you can do it based on your symptoms. So we know, and that's going to be coming up in tomorrow and the following day's host call, so hopefully you tune into those, that your symptoms can also dictate what you should be looking towards in terms of vitamins and nutritional supplements. And also keep it in mind that it's difficult to get all of these things through food. And when your body's kind of tilted in one direction too far, you really do need the help of nutritional supplements. I can tell you for sure, there is no way I would have got better 10 plus years ago if I wasn't using nutritional supplements. It was one of the big things that was actually holding me back. I was trying to do it all through food, and I couldn't digest the food properly. I couldn't remove the excess bacteria, yeast overgrowth, all of those things. And just simple nutritional vitamins really helped me out. So Doctor Yourself by Andrew Saul, excellent book. Doesn't just talk about nutritional supplements, also talks about good nutritional-based eating, much of it which I certainly subscribe to, which is trying to get most of your foods through plant-based nutrition. That means vegetables, that means fruit, that means some nuts and things of that nature, as long as you can digest them. And then he talks about his thoughts on different types of proteins and those types of questions as well. So it's a very big book, probably not one you're just going to read cover to cover in one sitting. It's about 470 or so pages, but it's also in very large print, and that's the nice thing. So it is easy just to look up a specific symptom that you have, like hemorrhoids or endometriosis or dermatitis, any of these specific things, and you can just kind of flip through and take a look at it. So I'll link it up in the show notes, the one specifically that I have. Excellent, excellent book. All right, so our next topic today, and again, we're going to keep this about orthomolecular medicine. There was a documentary. Actually, Andrew Saul was in this documentary as well. And the documentary was called Food Matters. It came out in 2008, so what's that, about 8 years ago or so? If you haven't seen that yet. Now, I know I've recommended in the past watching Food Inc. Absolutely do recommend watching Food Inc. Also recommend watching Food Matters. Now, Food Matters is going to show you, again, a lot of how our healthcare system is truly set up to keep us sick. It's an amazing thing. It's how the food system works with the pharmaceutical industry. The food system essentially gets people sick because we haven't been taught how to eat. So we're eating all of these processed foods, we're eating all of these hydrogenated oils, and we're eating all of this excess sugar that causes disease in the first place. So that manifests itself in inflammation, in intestinal-based issues, feeding excess bad bacteria in the gut, with brain-based issues, with ADD, with ADHD. Again, this is all science-based. There is all research on this. It's been done at some of the best universities in the world, like MIT and Harvard, that are right in my backyard. It's been done at Tufts University, MGH, Mass General Hospital. All of these things have been done literally all over the world. This is not just me talking about natural medicine versus conventional. That's not true at all. I believe in conventional medicine. I believe in it for acute-based health issues, and I believe that everyone needs a natural health practitioner or a naturopathic doctor or functional medicine doctor, and they need a PCP or MD as well. Why not have both? This doesn't have to be a this or that. What I like is both, but do keep in mind that as you get sick through the food that you're eating, through the lifestyle that you're living, that we haven't been taught correctly, and that's what I'm trying my hardest to do on the Cabral concept, is that you then need pharmaceutical drugs, and you're going to need those pharmaceutical drugs for the rest of your life. And then once you're on those drugs cause then complications, which cause you to have to take more drugs. This is all tried and true fact. Many hundreds of thousands of people die every year from pharmaceutical drugs that they've taken. This is all explained in Food Matters. I believe it is worthwhile for 90 minutes. That's it. Instead of watching some reality TV show, check out Food Matters. Great documentary. You will not regret it. All right, one more to review. Today I'm actually going to review someone that you most likely never heard about, and he does not get the credit that he deserves, often called the father of orthomolecular medicine. Now, his name is Linus Pauling. Linus Pauling is actually a biochemist. He's a brilliant, brilliant man. He was a humanitarian. He wrote many books. I know him from many of the books that he read. Really I would say one of the greatest researchers of our time, and specifically on orthomolecular medicine. Really, he founded this. He looked at, one more thing. He was also a Nobel Prize winner 2 times over. So not too many people can say they've won 2 Nobel Prizes. So when people try to discredit orthomolecular medicine, natural medicine, functional medicine, you have to really go against some of the smartest and most brilliant people in the world. That's not an easy thing to do. So Dr. Linus Pauling actually did a lot of his research on a simple thing called vitamin C. Why vitamin C? Well, it's because most humans lack it. And why do they lack it? It's because we cannot endogenously produce it on our own, which means that our bodies cannot naturally make vitamin C like a lot of other animals can. So we have to get it from the environment. We have to get it from our food, from supplements, from other types of things. Now, food, of course, you can get it from citrus, and you can get it from other things like camu or from acerola berry, or all these different great things that we can get it from in terms of food. But also the easiest way, and probably the way that you do need to get it from, is from some type of nutritional supplement. And how much do you need? Well, there's a very good. So again, I'm going to get to that in a second. How much vitamin C do you need? But vitamin C, especially just through Linus Pauling himself, and he's no longer with us, he studied it for the common cold. He studied it for vitamin C in cancer and how it can actually kill cancer cells and also prevent cancer. He studied it for breast cancer specifically as well. He looked at it in terms of how we can manage our neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine. He looked at it in terms of mortality, how people live longer with more vitamin C, how it also helps to recycle vitamin E, glutathione, which help again with skin cancer and other cancers in the body and detoxification. He talked about how it can dramatically reduce unhealthy cholesterol levels and lipoprotein little a, which is a more virulent and bad form, we'll call it, of cholesterol that can affect the arteries and cause specific heart attacks or cardiovascular-based events. Talked about it in terms of AIDS and HIV suppression. What else? So basically went on and on about how vitamin C can be given as an IV, or it can also be taken basically through the mouth as well as a supplement. The studies are irrefutable. They are just tremendous research on how we can help ourselves so much, but just by giving our body what it's asking for. And our bodies run on vitamins, they run on minerals, they run on neurotransmitters, they run on amino acids, they run on all these things. That's how your body works. Your body doesn't work from just stuff that it basically has on its own. No, it gets that every day from food. And if it can't get it from the food because our soil no longer is the soil as it was 100 years ago, it's been depleted of a lot of these minerals and vitamins. Where are we going to get it from? And our food, a lot of it is conventional made. It's not even organic anymore. So we really do need to look at nutritional supplements. If you're not at your best, if you're not peaking really every single day with ideal energy, with perfect nutrition, with overall good mindset, you really should either speak with a good health practitioner in your area. Of course, you can speak with us just at stevencabral.com, or you can start taking good nutritional supplements. And if you do that, I have no doubt that as long as you don't push yourself in one direction or the other too far, you're going to feel better. You really are, because your body's not going to be depleted. It's going to get the things that it needs to do its job better. Yes, your body always knows what to do. It's not our job to tell it that, but it is our job to at least give it the building blocks so that it can do its job properly. Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Cabral Concept. If there's any follow-up questions on orthomolecular medicine or anything like this, or you want to watch Food Matters and let me know how you liked it, please do feel free to check in at stevencabral.com/Ask Cabral. Before you go, I wanted to ask you this question. What if I could teach you in just a couple of hours how to transform your thyroid, hormones, adrenal, cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, weight loss, energy, mood, brain, pregnancy, anti-aging, or many other health-related issues? After 20 years in private practice, after seeing and overseeing 250,000 client appointments, I sincerely feel I have the real-world data and have found the answer you've been searching for. So what I've done is spent hundreds of hours of my own time refining what you need to know in order to uncover your underlying root cause health issues and then begin to rebalance the body and bring it back to a state of robust health and wellness. I'm going to teach you exactly what I do in my private practice so you can understand how you got here and now what you need to do in order to heal. You'll receive all of the important success checklists, protocols, and even ways to customize it to make the program fit your busy life. And you'll get all of this at a fraction of the price. Let me save you the time, money, energy, stress, and frustration of not knowing what to do next. Instead of reading dozens of books on the topic and seeing multiple practitioners, I will condense everything that you need to know in just a few hours of video tutorials that you can watch and listen to anywhere. Together, we will make this healing process an enjoyable one that you can take with you for the rest of your life. I wish you all of the best of health and happiness, and I hope to be able to guide you on your healing journey through my health results accelerators. Simply choose the health imbalance you're currently suffering from, and by the end of today, you'll know what went wrong and how to get well again. I guarantee it. For details, head over now to stevencabral.com/courses.